I've got a question for you today. Do I seem less professional if I share my personal challenges or things I'm working on at this particular moment in time? Because I find it an interesting chicken and egg situation where when it comes to social media, my experience is it's when I share something personal and real and vulnerable that people engage with it the most or get the most value, because yeah, like we always hear, by being vulnerable you make it easier and more comfortable and safe for other people to do the same thing, and you're not telling them you should do this and you should do that. You're sharing your personal experience that they can potentially at a distance go, oh yeah, I do that as well. But the contrast of that is I'm not putting myself out there as, hey, I'm a professional and if you have this problem, this is what you should do. I'm saying, hey, I'm like you as well, but equally I am a professional in this. Like, I am a presenter and I help people with media coaching and to feel comfortable on camera. And I wonder what the balance, how many people do you feel kind of uncomfortable sometimes with wanting to share something but wondering what people will think? Does that mean you're not very good at it if you're not doing it yourself? And it's an interesting kind of parallel, isn't it, of, you know, that you've got various sayings like the plumber with the leaky tap, and how sometimes we struggle to do for ourselves what we do for others, but that doesn't mean we aren't really good at doing it for others. And equally, when we know that experience ourselves, my experience of it is that we can empathise, and that's why I have gone into presenting and do what I do and want to help other people, because I was definitely not confident at speaking on camera, not confident at speaking at all in a lot of cases, and not about sharing ideas. So I totally empathise with where people are coming from, and therefore I can speak from I know the challenges you're going through, as opposed to, well, I'm an expert and I've always been good at speaking. No, it's not that at all. But my question is, sometimes I wonder whether people think, you know, okay, well, if you're still going through that challenge, how much of a professional kind of can you be? And it's the LinkedIn effect, isn't it? A lot of the time as well, like we see people, we hear people giving advice and being an expert on something. So I haven't really given any conclusions. I've just kind of given a whole load of different parts of the argument or the idea for consideration. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. And when you see someone being vulnerable, what do you think? And equally, how and where do you feel comfortable sharing personal experience versus sharing advice? Because sometimes sharing advice can feel quite preachy, or it certainly does for me. So I'd love to hear your thoughts, both on how you see what I'm doing and equally what you either do or avoid doing yourself. Love to hear it. Thanks, guys.